A former Muskegon Heights police officer is voluntarily giving up his law enforcement license after an investigation revealed misconduct while on duty. 13 on your side's Callie Lichter looks at the court documents that accused the officer of sexually assaulting a woman while responding to a domestic complaint call.
A former Muskegon Heights police officer is out of policing after he pleaded no contest neglect of an officer to perform duties. Former officer Richard Wilson was charged with that misdemeanor and felony misconduct in office stemming from a call he took in November 2024. Court documents obtained by 13 on your side say Wilson was responding to a domestic call at a woman's residence on November 20th. The woman filed a criminal sexual conduct complaint with the department, saying Wilson sexually assaulted her at her house while on duty by trying to persuade her to perform sexual acts. Wilson pleaded to the misdemeanor, voluntarily gave up his police license, and received no probation or jail time. Muskegon County Prosecutor DJ Hilson says Wilson stepped outside his official capacity as a police officer
and engaged in conduct that really was inappropriate and certainly did not reflect what his duties were as a Muskegon Heights police officer.
He says they came to the resolution in this case by first listening to the victim and second,
a non-starter for me was that he had to essentially relinquish his license to be a police officer ever again, not only in the state of Michigan, but in the nation.
He says their office wants to make sure everyone is following the law and being professional.
When officers fall outside of those parameters, that they're not going to be licensed anymore because we don't want those officers maintaining the peace in those communities because they're not doing a very good job of it.
A statement from Wilson's attorney, Mark Curtis, says in part, law enforcement officers are human and like all individuals, they are capable of making mistakes. However, the nature of the profession demands adherence to a higher moral and ethical standard. When an officer fails to uphold that standard, accountability is essential to maintain the integrity of the badge and the trust of the community.
Now, Callie, did Curtis say anything else in that statement?
Juliet, Curtis says Wilson took responsibility for his actions and surrendered his police license and acknowledges his wrongdoing. As for other statements, we reached out to the Muskegon Heights Police Department but have not heard back, Juliet.
Thank you, Callie.